Here's the highlights from the GCAA Summer Series at Lonnie Poole Golf Club. Day 1, 16th hole. West Virginia's Will Stakel. After driving it into the thick stuff off the tee, he manages to get it into the bunker, puts it to about 12 feet. Now for his par save down the hill. Money. Stakel would wrap up his first round with a 9 over 80. Same hole, same group. Sonoma State freshman Nikolai Friedman, also putting for par from similar distance. He gets it to go. 4 over 75, tied for 15th. Over to the 18th, Luka Koralik from Georgia Tech trying to get it to 1 over par. He would wind up tied for 9th. Over to 16 again, Yannick Artigel from Northwestern University in the fairway with a wedge in hand. He would stick a beauty to about 3 feet. Artigel would finish the day at 5 over, tied for 18th. At the difficult par 5 11th, Georgia Tech's Aiden Kramer looking to save par. He gets it. The sophomore Yellow Jacket would wind up tied for 6th at an even par 71. 18 had some more nice putts drop. Here's Eugene Hong from Liberty University with a nice par save from about 8 feet. I held up a 1 over round 72, putting Hong tied for 9th as well. Check out Jesse Rouse, freshman out of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, for a birdie at 18 from the 50-foot mark. Acting like it really doesn't have a chance, but really he's walking that in for a nice birdie at 18. That great finish would put Rouse back to 6 over, tied for 23rd. Round 1 was largely dominated by Virginia Tech's Drew Brockwell, who was looking at a rare eagle putt on the monster 11th. It would slip by to about 4 feet, but the comeback? Yeah, no problem. I would put the Hokie Jr. at 4 under par. An unfortunate double at 16 would push Brockwell back to 2 under and solo second, because North Carolina State's very own Carter Graff would go on a tear on the final stretch, topped off by this gimme birdie on 18. Graff's 5 under 66 would earn him a 3-shot lead headed into day 2. A rainy and cloudy Tuesday forced a double T start at Lonnie Poole, but here's Louisville commit Jackson Brimfield from the fringe for par at 1. Cash. Brimfield's solid 1 over 72 would jump him to tied for 11th. Also at 1, Nikolai Friedman again, out of the thick stuff, trying to get up and down for bogey. Pops it out beautifully, trickles it onto the front, and it would go all the way to about 7 feet. And here's his save for 6. Got it. Another 4 over 75 would put Friedman tied for 15th. Luka Koralik again from just off the green at 1. Rolls it nicely to about 5 feet. He would make that putt for birdie to get to even par. At the 11th, now at 1 under, Koralik again for birdie. To get to 3 under on the day, makes it. Koralik would shoot a 1 under 70 to get himself at even par in 7th place alone. Back at the first, Cornell University's August Lascola. With a confident stroke for par, he would shoot 3 over 75, tied for 11th overall. At the par 5 15th, Dalet Tulubayev from Stanford University, with his 4th shot from the middle of the fairway, started Tuesday on the 10th, hunts the flagstick here for a nice look at par. Tulubayev would fight for an even par 71 to stay at 1 under par. Yin Ho Yu had himself a great second round. Here's him on the 11th hole from out of the bunker with his 4th shot, and now this putt from up over the hill for par. And he cashes that one in. Yu would stay at 2 under, finishing with a 69 and jump all the way to a tied for 3rd. Our round 1 leader Carter Graff started a strong round in Tuesday. At 6 under, he would sink this birdie on 12 to extend his lead. But with a rocky finish, Graff would find himself atop the leaderboard with our 3rd Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, redshirt junior Bartley Forrester, seen here at the first with a lengthy 1 for par. Easy money. Forrester would shoot the low round of the day 3 under 68, and tie Graf for the lead. Day 3. Sonoma State sophomore Tom Jenkins Jr. from just off the green. This chip would lead to his tournament low round of 3 over 74. Staying at the first, Christopher Zhang from Northwestern University with a great look for birdie. Cashes that in to move to 2 over, where he would stay in the top 10, 6th alone. How about another birdie at 1? This one from Dalet Tulubayev, sitting at 1 under, trying to make a run for the leaders. Drops that in to move within 2 of the lead at 2 under par. Again Tulubayev at the par 3, 6th, for another opportunity for an early birdie. That to go back to 2 under after a bogey on the second. Western Kentucky's Connery Meyer entered Wednesday 2 shots off the lead. Makes this birdie at 6 to get back to even after early bogeys. He would finish tied for 11th. Now Forrester, after Graf made a back-to-back bogeys on 4 and 5, makes that for par on 6 to actually take a 1-stroke lead when everyone was done through 6. Over to 9, to Lubayev, trying to save par, 9 feet up the hill, remains at 1 over par. Forrester, after a bogey on the 8th, the lead was tied. He has this to try to save par and squeaks by to drop a shot. Unfortunate considering Graf has this tap in for a birdie. To extend the lead to 2 shots, yes. At the turn, Graf, home field advantage, 2-shot lead after 9. Drew Brockwell struggled on the second day and early on this 9, but cashes this one in for a birdie. He would eventually go to 2 under par and tied for 3rd place. Back to our leaders, Dalet Tulubayev. Off the green at 12, trying to hang with our top 2. Chips this one to perfection. Makes that putt for par to remain at 1 under. Also at 12, after Graf bogeyed on 10 to shrink his lead to 1, Forrester for par to hang with him, yes. Through 12, 1-stroke lead, Graf. Now on the 13th, Graf had to chip from here after coming short on his approach shot, so he has 25 feet for his par. Looking at Forrester, who has a tap-in birdie, and Graf misses that one. Forrester for birdie for a 1-stroke lead, yes. The lead has flipped on the 13th, Forrester with the 1-stroke lead. But Graf would quickly strike back with a birdie on 14 to get it all tied up with 4 holes left. Absolutely. 3 under, Graf and Forrester going into the par 5 15. Up ahead, Tulubayev looking at an eagle attempt from the fringe to get himself tied for the lead. 1 hole in front of Forrester and Graf, and that one misses, but a tap-in birdie gets him 1 shot closer. Now Forrester drove his ball into the water, manages to get to here. This is a chip for par. Graf hit the green in 2, putted a little bit further, but Forrester misses that one, so he would make that putt to drop 1 shot. Graf for birdie to get a 2-shot lead with 3 holes left. And that one hangs on the edge, but nevertheless a 1-stroke lead after 15 holes. Going to 16. Birdie attempt. 7 feet. Graf. Cash. Also at 16. Forrester for birdie. Yes. 1 shot apiece for them. 1-stroke lead for Graf. Now this is his approach shot on 17. Par 3 off the tee. Looking to stick it close. And he clutches up, putting it to within 6 feet of the cup. Forrester would make par. Tulubayev, the group ahead, bogey. So Graf for a 2-shot lead again. Yes, this time it is a go. 18th hole, 2-shot lead. A par would seal the deal. From 4 feet for the win. Yes, sir. And Carter Graf wins the GCAA Summer Series at Lonnie Poole Golf Club on his own home turf with a 5 under total score. going 3 under in his last 5 holes. Dalet Tulubayev would birdie the 18th to tie for 3rd, so he, along with Drew Brockwell and Bartley Forrester, will receive exemptions into the Summer Series Championship at Oak Hills Country Club in San Antonio for making the top 3. But it is the Wolfpack Carter Graff who takes home the trophy in Raleigh.